Yeah, I'm Reinhold, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Thank you for joining my stream today. Today we'll be playing the Blueprints. Basically, the game we've sort of kind of beat, but also not really, because there's a lot more to it. Today I'm not going to work too much on the puzzles. Today I'm going to actually try some of the trophy achievements. We're gonna shoot for a full house and maybe the classrooms if we get the opportunity to do the classrooms. We might even do a cursed run or two. Start a new game, do a cursed run or two, just to see if we're able. Let's see, what else can we do? Those are it, I think. Yeah, we're just focusing on that. Focusing on those. I hope everyone's been having a good week, a great week, an incredible week. Let's see. Last week I spent a fair amount of time visiting a friend, and then I didn't get to watch the movie. And my nephew came up for his birthday from like Atlanta or something. So I saw him, and then I've been real busy failing at life, honestly. I've not done great. It's okay. It'll be okay. But I hope everyone else this week has been great, fantastic. I am, yeah, I've just been circling, huh? Oh, hush, Layla. Okay, come here. No. She always meows, tries to get me to pet her, and then she always runs away when I get close. Crazy Layla. Layla's crazy. Crazy. Alright. I'm gonna just kind of hop in here. I don't have a... Layla? I swear. Can you hear her meowing? You might be able to hear her meowing. Layla. Okay, now you're gonna... Okay, we're done. Oh. Okay, I can't. I don't have the energy for this time today. I got a trophy to win. I got trophies. I gotta prove myself in a game, right? Prove myself in a game. Everything becomes worth it. It all becomes worth it. We have a good chance here today because we ended with like the clock tower yesterday, so we got 3 keys starting off. We also ended with like the mailbox mailing us things, so we got extra gems and the lockpicks. So we're starting off really strong. I'm going to go check my outside for something cool. Hopefully it helps. And we still have a blessing of like the gardener courtyard thing. So I think we got a good shot. Let's see. All right. We have the schoolhouse. We could go hard for the schoolhouse, or we could go hard for the full... I think we have to go hard for the schoolhouse. I think it's easier to do the full house later. We can do that anytime, but the schoolhouse is limited to now. So let's hit the schoolhouse. We're gonna go for the full... We're going for the full 8 classrooms. We'll just go for it. Gotta go for it. Layla, what? We have gems, we have keys, we need what? A key card? If we can find a key card, I think would be pretty good. We are looking for classroom. Parlor or library? I think we still want the parlor here. I don't want to try to mess with the base game puzzles today. I want to do the trophies. I don't know. I'll probably still do a bit. The gems are only in the true box. Only one statement is true. Gems are in the blue box. Okay. If this is true, then this is false. And the gems are in a false box. And this would be false, saying the gems are in the blue box. So the gems would be in the black box. If that's true. If that's false, then these both have to be true. Gems are in the only true box. That's not possible if they're two true. So they're in the black box. I swear, Layla, you've been pet. I swear you've been pet. Alright. You got a classroom in a bad spot. But I still think we take it because it's a classroom. We need to... Ooh. Get the hall pass. Do not lose feet traveling between two adjoining hallways. And we don't want hallways. We want classroom. Give me classroom. Those are all terrible. Oh, I can redraw in the school. Oh, we can get another classroom, but it's turned in the wrong direction. I accept this problem. I accept this problem. Okay. We need to create some splits here. Okay. A library. Oh, we have a book we have to read. Oh no. Fine. Okay. The Curse of Blackbridge by Redford Ewing. What is with his hand? Ew. Spooky. The legend of Blackbridge is one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm, for versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming over the years more colorful, more verbose, and as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confining and binding this tale to text seems an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I have heard dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised how much of the story's heart remained the same. Yet the more I listened, the clearer it became that there could never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of Blackbridge. In the end, I chose to write down what felt most authentic, the story my grandmother told me as a boy long ago. Okay. Okay. Part 1. The Berry Picker from Oris. Oh god. I'm gonna have to pay attention to names again. Let's see. What do we... Oris. What do we know about Oris? Oris one of the countries we don't have. Maybe, or is it a city? Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues so wayward that the locals deemed it appropriate to call their number the Unholy Hounds. We got a little Cerberus hounds, little bouncy dancing Cerberus. They were feral outlaws composed of society's worst in a time when society was at its worst. For each crime that fearful travelers credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. With the gentry, however, who often valued their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, high road robbery. That's not the worst crime. That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. One such member of this so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had been not lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind the churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and wheat harvested from the cracks of the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. Oh, I feel for you, Jesper. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take any easy road out. Um, an easy and well-traveled road paved with temptations leading out of the city and into the gentry lands where loose purse strings entwine with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was this road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Black Bridge Canyon. It was here that he met his surrogate family and saviors, the notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hounds. Sounds like Jesper's a pretty cool guy, and these Unholy Hounds are kind of nice. Despite the hardened circumstances that had led him to this vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted, and was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. Not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, but was the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he worked alone while the others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Black Bridge Canyon. On one such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out into the woods before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest tree tops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthermost berry patches without worry of being chastised for tarrying upon his return. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination, and along the way Jesper had passed by many a familiar bush, all priorly pillaged and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even patience has its limits. He was confident that even accounting for the time lost to this long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. You know what this is? This is the Age of Empires berry pickers going further and further out and running out of berries and then just going like way off the beaten path to go find another berry bush. This is what this is. This is the old Age of Empires berry pickers. Surveying the patches in this new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the sky. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled over out of joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of this newfound treasure. That he would earn the respect of his confederates, who, upon seeing his yield, might attribute his success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket and was making steady strides in this task when the sound of thundering hooves interrupted him. A carriage is approaching. The thought of it made Jesper freeze, and he'd been so enchanted by his discovery that he neglected to observe his surroundings. How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept towards the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. It was only a moment more before the sound's source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around a corner of trees, led by 2 beautiful white horses, and conveyed by a stern-looking driver, seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without having ever witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch. On spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such effort that the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with precise control. Uh-oh. "You boy, get out from behind that bush," he shouted with a rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. "You startled me half to death coming round the bend of my own drive, and me seeing such an unfamiliar face in a place where there ought not be any face." I speak so silly. Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, and his dress was suitable for courtly behavior, not dashing through bramble and mud. I was picking berries. Jesper raised the half-filled basket up to allow the driver to see the proof of his words. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expressions on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicions that the driver might have had instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed farcical. The softened expression even made allowances for a smile. Berries, eh? Say, you couldn't have picked a better spot for them, could you? I used to pick berries here as a boy. Jesper took his cue to finally step forward out from behind the bush, proudly brandishing his basket. I know, and what luck I found them. I've only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number. The driver bent down for a closer look. And where is your home, boy? It must be quite far. Jesper replied with a scripted response, a little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods. My God, that is far. You couldn't have come all that way only this morning. It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled. While that response would have seemed perfectly reasonable in a location closer to Blackbridge Canyon, he could see why it might be less believable here. Sure, I've traveled much further for much less profit. I dare say there's no distance yet made by man that would not be worth undertaking for a prize such as these. Surely you have tasted them for yourself. Jesper felt happier with this response as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. In my youth, often, but perhaps I took it for granted because I never had to travel very far. Even then, my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I'm ashamed I've never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward. It was Jesper's time to smile. Then let my efforts reward us both today. He raised the basket even higher. A taste in memory of your youth, sir. Ooh. This is a long curse. The curse is having to read having to read a 100-page book. The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down to the basket. And at that moment, his fingers touched the first berry. The dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jesper caught the man's startled eyes. And for that taste, I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth. Driver's arm had gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged in this this particular time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause. Though I will admit the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find a purse on the man's coat, Jesper pivoted to search the seat under him. Why have you no purse upon your person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing towards the carriage door behind him. Jesper lowered the knife's edge to a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. There's a lockbox in the carriage. Well, come down, then, and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands. A concession, I assure you, of my tender heart, for it would be much easier to slit your throat. The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself in the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree, where he instructed him to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. But this turned quickly. Excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind him. The smile and kindness Jesper had seen on this man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory. In their place, cold, dark eyes displaying no emotion. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you are showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it, secured the final bindings, and then hastily returned to the carriage. With one hand on the door's handle, he turned back to the man. If there is no lockbox, there will be no clemency. Inside the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished golden facade of the exterior. It apparently had been many years since the passenger had enjoyed passage in the vehicle. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of this carriage was not a liveried servant in the employ of some greater master. Any curiosity that this observation might have had further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested upon the carriage's back seat, a large wooden lockbox. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. In a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried it out into the sunlight. Inspecting the box carefully, 2 observations were made. Totemic symbols found carved on all 4 sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by Arindian hands. It reminded him of artifacts from the old world and was presumably crafted in one of the ancient realms. Ooh, we got a picture. Oh, is this the cursed box that we opened? Whoops. Oh, we may have opened this box. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusted yet robust padlock and would not easily open without a key. Jesper looked over to see the driver quietly observing from his indentured position. Do you perhaps have a key you can provide me to open this box? Without emotion, the driver replied, There is no key to that box. Jesper stood up. Easy enough then. He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted the stone up, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when that lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. That's a good line. I like that. If there was ever a time it has been resistant to brute force, it hasn't been recently. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent down and opened the lid. Inside was an effigy, a crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up. Somewhat surprised how heavy it seemed, given how light the box had felt. Having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems, he had looked questioningly to the man, hoping to find an explanation. Let's see, just an effigy. The driver's smile had once again returned. You're cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which should never have been opened, and you are cursed. Jesper carried the effigy over to the man and shoved it in front of his face. What is it? That's one. Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. One what, you mumbling agentor? And in God's name, why have you no purse upon your person? The man did not seem intimidated. 1 pace. He paused for effect. 12 more and you'll be dead. Oh, right. When you play curse mode, you get 13 steps. Good luck. He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head and put an end to his cryptic ramblings. There was ever a time when the old man had been resistant to brute force. It wasn't recent. Oh, they repeated the line. Oh, they repeated a good line. Okay. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had, of course, heard stories of curses and had never doubted their validity in the past, but now that he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed, his mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And if he was cursed, what difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul, to say nothing of the chances of procuring a remedy. If he did not move from where he now stood, he could live maybe another 3 or 4 days, maybe more given the abundance of nearby berries. Plan that, if we ignore its obvious faults, might provide additional opportunities for help to come along. But what good would that do? To be discovered here beside a body, stolen goods in hand, loaded from berries, and raving about a curse that could very well not be real. No, it would most certainly be better to face one's fate. Now, take a dozen paces and see if life goes on. Oh, they got a picture of the man all bleeding out. Aw, didn't have to kill him. But Jesper found his legs unable to make that first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked about him for a solution. And if by some stroke of luck the gods had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him, as if he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of tram were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at his fortune and calculated. Short number of paces back to the road. 4, perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there was anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, as that appeared to be of some value, but the additional risk of undertaking such a task, too great to chance. So, after a profound breath, he took his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th steps, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized that he was still gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. On the other hand, the story was fictitious. There might be some appraisal that could be made of the figurine. It was, after all, found within a lockbox whose typical function oft secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of destitution, Jesper's found his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand let go. If it is cursed, I die. If not today, then tomorrow. And if I die, what care have I? And with that statement said aloud, to the horses seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence. Part 2. Below the Black Bridge. Oh, okay. That was just one part of 2. Okay. This is a long story. Yeah. Miller awoke to some light nudging from a familiar foot. Only one person would have the cheek to awaken her in such ill-mannered fashion. Shaking the sleep from her eyes, she glared up at him in the darkness, but did not say a word. He nudged her again teasingly, then stepped back into the dim. Taking a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the cave, Miller remembered. He was on third watch today. Quietly collecting her things and wits, Miller turned as she left, waving to her young friend, who was more than likely already asleep. Crept through the cavern's main passage, careful to not wake the sleeping bandits around her. Like a hero in a book, she often mused. Quietly, she grabbed a bow from the haphazardly formed pile of weapons, shaking the accompanying quiver in the darkness to assess how many arrows it held. Then walked towards the sun-drenched mouth of the cavern, ready to start her shift. Above her, in one of the few trees found in the canyon, Miller could see that Ravia was already posted. She waved, and Ravia waved back. Calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Anything louder than a gesture in the canyon was forbidden. When Miller reached the tree, Ravia lowered a braided rope and pointed to the ground behind her. Miller turned, following the finger, and saw a pail of water resting beside a nearby log. Turned back to Ravia, nodded, and secured the pail to the rope. Pail went up first, and in turn Miller followed. Ravia reached across to grab the water. Miller leaned back to give her space. There was not much room for maneuvering in this tree post, a necessary concession, but the concealment the outpost demanded. Ravia tilted the pail up to her mouth dramatically, illustrating how thirsty she had been. Miller laughed silently as the water poured out, splashing onto Ravia's face. It was a bit daring and noisy of a joke, and had the others been around, they would have certainly been scolded for the unwarranted sound. But Miller appreciated the efforts Ravia took to verbalize the silence of the morning. They had been on third watch together for over a month, and during that speechless time their friendship had grown into something special. Affection was unsurprisingly scarce among the unholy hounds. He felt camaraderie before, of course, but intimacy, never. From their elevated vantage, the girls could see both the concealed entrance of the cavern, as well as a clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Black Bridge was the link between the gentry lands and the northern mountains, the overpass that connected Oris and Reddington. Okay, Oris is one. Okay. Write down Oris over here. I think that's one of the things. Because we have a postcard from Reddington. Right. Where's that postcard from Reddington? That's my very first picture. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. To the city faring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. In the day, the task was to ensure that travelers passed by without stopping. At night, the task was to ensure that they do. Like most of her band, Miller preferred the night. The biting glare of the sun might be tolerable to farmhands and bricklayers, but a cavern-housed bandit was a source of constant annoyance. In the day, there was no shroud to conceal her expressions, nor to hide her thoughts. Felt exposed. Ravia touched her elbow and pointed up. Miller, striving to suppress a budding smile, suddenly shook her head in response. There were many signs that the unholy hounds used in lieu of words, but the two of them had developed an extended vocabulary. Gestures quietly forged in the shared solitude of their month among the branches. She watched as Ravia shifted, placing her palms flat on the floorboards beneath them. Miller knew what she was trying to say, but shook her head a second time. It was often more fun to pretend not to understand. Ravia rolled her eyes and turned away, looking back to the canyon. Squinting through the leaves, the two girls held still, watching and listening. It was not long until Miller, too, heard the sounds of approach. Ravia held up two bent fingers, and a few moments later, two men emerged from the bridge's southern end. They were dressed in a familiar uniform, long gray cloaks with black facings, white waistcoats, and black tricorn hats. They belonged to the local patrol, the Black Guard. Although not an everyday occurrence, their presence at Black Bridge wasn't an unusual sight. It typically indicated important travelers' impending passage across the bridge, information that the girls would promptly relay to their leaders as soon as the coast was clear. But this report, while exciting, was rarely acted upon. In Miller's 5 years in the Unholy Hounds, she had never once seen a carriage taken in open daylight when the Blackguard was nearby. The men had nearly reached the bridge's north end. Now, why are you pretty kidding me right now? I'm trying to
just
story
called
time
Reinhold's a pretty kitty.
I'm not
Who's
a pretty kitty?
You're a pretty kitty.
I'm not a story narrator kitty. I'm a narrator kitty. The man had nearly reached the bridge's north end when Miller heard the horses, faintly at first, but growing louder with each passing moment. I am not a pretty kitty. Yeah, I'm trying to talk us through with story time. It's story time. Ravia's eyes met Miller's, the same expression, same concern mirrored in each other's expression. Did not sound like the typical carriage cautiously approaching the bridge to cross. Instead of the familiar crunch of the high road's gravel, they heard the harsh clattering of hoofbeats against stone. Both girls quickly redirected their attention downwards, looking through the foliage. The sounds were not coming from the high road, but from the canyon itself. The horses were coming from below the bridge. In an instant, Miller had knocked an arrow and drawn her bow. Go! Ravia was gone before the whisper had even left Miller's mouth. The young scout was already sliding down the bank below, racing towards the cave. There was no canyon. There was no road that ran below the canyon. There was no reason for numerous horses to be approaching their cave. There was only one reasonable conclusion, and both girls had reached it instantly. The base had been compromised. This was a Blackguard attack. Oh no. Jesper, you ruined everything. The moment the horses came into view, Miller let loose her first arrow. She was surprised to see a carriage. She had expected cavalry. But before she had even finished processing that thought, the second arrow was in the air. Without a trail, it would be unthinkable for a carriage to traverse such rough terrain, as she watched as the wheels jolted over the rocky riverbed. The third arrow was now in flight, and there would be no need for a fourth. The driver slumped over, and just moments before the vehicle dipped into a small ditch, climbing into an embankment. The force of the sudden halt immediately shattered the front two wheels and catapulted the driver from his seat. Utterly confused now, Miller quickly glanced over his shoulder to see if any horses were also approaching from the rear. Down in the canyon, an entire horde of the unholy hounds came spilling forth from the earth, as if hell itself had suddenly sprung open. The group seemed even more bewildered than Miller, half asleep and tripping over one another in a desperate attempt to engage an unseen enemy in combat. Miller could see Ravia among their number, and the only one looking up at her. Her expression was chilling. There would be no need for a silent gesture to convey what they both now realized. They had made a mistake. The gang's chieftain, Joffrey Heartslasher, led the others, cautiously approaching the crashed carriage like a suspicious fox would near a baited trap. There were no words exchanged as the group crept forward in customary silence. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage lay the far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body, and beside him a blood-stained effigy carved from stone. Miller was inconsolable. Jesper had always been her favorite. He had always shadowed her in the night, clinging to the hems of her every move, the way a child tails behind an older sibling. Tender-hearted, she had always called him, though deep down she had known that wasn't quite true. Yeah, he did just rob a guy and kill him, and then got cursed for it. His appearance of gentleness concealed a raw, resilient durability that emerged in the most perilous of situations. He had been a flower among the nettles of this cave, but he still had thorns, owned by a grim past and 100 hands of misfortune. They buried him in the darkness, in the back of one of the larger cavern rooms. He was interred with a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they had found beside him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out as somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking neighboring plots. No one spoke, not even in whispers. There was nothing to say. Miller awoke the next day to a thunderous shaking and rattling of the earth, far cry from the playful nudging of the previous day. Strained to adjust her eyes, but the choking sting of stirred-up dust caused her to flinch. Panic was also in the air. Sounds of scurried footsteps and clattering feet filled the space around her. But even in alarm, the silence was louder. What was it that sounded so strange? Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her passage. The whispers around her were growing louder, and intense voices could be heard ahead, louder speech than she had ever heard spoken in the canyon. A growing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open wide despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? Miller felt a hand in the darkness pulling at her. It was Ravia. The two embraced, and Miller did not need to see her to understand. Ravia placed two bent fingers against Miller's cheek. With that touch against her face, Miller felt the same sinking feeling from the previous day. Two bent fingers confirmed what Miller had suspected. The girls had forgotten to relay one critical piece of information to the others. Whoops. Forgot to mention the blackguard, huh? An hour or so later, the screams began. Blood-curdling cries of hopeless desperation. Captain Fodrick Lee of the Blackguard looked down from the ridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Ah, he grinned. Now they speak. Oh, oh, that was the curse of Blackbridge. It was a bad day for all the cool rogues who were just doing their jobs. Rip. Ooh. That was so long and I don't think we got any hints out of that whatsoever. Redford Euling. I guess I could write down Redford Euling. Maybe his name matters. Redford Euling. Okay. It was a good story though. I liked it. I liked the dark end. I was okay with the dark end. I guess you don't go into something called curse. Alright, we need a good pull here. Classroom is not. Bookshop is not. Gallery? I guess we'll have to do gallery here. We really could use a split or two. A room of 8. Okay. Oh, good. A hallway. Den thing. Take. Hallway. Alright. We're back in it. We just need to keep going. Keep going. Well, that's... I guess we're going that way now. What do you got for me? Give me something good. Is this a dead end thing? Green rooms. No, special flower green rooms. Plus steps. Plus gems. Apples are cool. Cool. Alright. We have some space back here. Give me some space. Oh, the chapel. We're gonna we'll try to get a classroom back here. Well, I'm not a pretty kitty.
Pleasant just called Reinhold a pretty kitty. Who's a pretty kitty?
Unacceptable.
You're a pretty kitty.
Really want the utility closet here, actually. Not acceptable greeting. Nah. Just... Come on. What are you doing? Phone? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a pretty kitty. And hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I think utility closet's really good for the... I don't think we can pass up classroom though. I think we have to pass up the classroom. Watching the print. No, I'm not pretty. Not pretty. Right, we've gotten to grade 3 before. Trying to get to grade 8. We just need to get to grade. We could use a good split. We need a good split. And not a pretty kitty. I hope you've had a good week. I guess. Okay, come on, give me something good. This is all I need to split the correct way. Really use a passageway or something. Come on. Classroom it is. Grade 4. We've never been to grade 4 before. Alright, what do we got? Geography. Oh, okay. Then, okay. Oris and Reddington are in fact cities in Arch Aries. Okay. Geography is... No, I need this. There's the Royal Museum. Okay. Geography is my worst subject. I'd probably start just a new sheet. Not too many pictures. Okay. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? A Raven. This is the North Circle, the South Key, Sacred Circle. And this is Arendio. Yeah, we solved most of this. Okay, Nuance is in fact that. Okay, Nuance is in fact a country. We did get that earlier. This is big. Classrooms are so important. We really need to get to the 8th classroom. Yeah. And this is all the countries that didn't see before. Shouldn't there be 8? We have 7, right? 8 sigils. Oh, I get it. The 8th, is that in Europe? I've never been to Nuance. Nice. Okay, so the 8th is actually Orenda Aries being Thin Aries as well, I think. Oh, it's for, what is it? Arch Aries? No. Where's my notes? Where are my notes? Yeah, Orenda Aries is the original. What it used to be called, and then Fin Aries took over. Why is geography also history? Fin Aries took over. Solved that puzzle. What do we got on here? Oh, identify the realm. Oh, we're gonna get all the things. Okay. Okay, this is 5 of 7. Great. Oh boy. Okay. So we know the following. We know Arendi Aries is not pictured, or it kinda is pictured. Alright, Fen Aries. Is this one? That one's correct. We know this is a symbol for a Raja, so it should be here. This is Arch Aries, that's correct. Okay, so these two look swapped. Right? These two have to be swapped. So that must be correct. Let me see. Let me double check this thing. Okay, we have Kararika, Morajai, and Vera. Kararika, Morajai, and Vera. Okay, so we know for sure Kararika is correct. So it is. The ones we don't have: Morajai, Rika, and Vera. Okay. And we do need nuance as well. Okay, so if this is if these two are the ones that are wrong, then that should be correct. Is Morajai? Morajai is just the rainbow. Vera is like one of the old hotels from one of the old hotel games. Looks like a Monopoly hotel or something. Okay. Vera, yeah, spelled that. Okay. Eat this apple. Cool. Oh, rerolls. Oh, thank God. We're gonna need those. Alright. So this one got 4 correct. None of the ones in the let's see. You got the ones in the east correct and none of the ones in the west, which means diamond is nuance is diamond. Okay. This is a diamond. What about the weakness? There's no east. There's no east. There's no. Need to go over like that. No. Don't encourage Quill. Don't do it. Rainbow. You have encouraged me now. No, I am Weast free. I got that taken care of. All right. So here's a B minus. You got 5 correct. It looks like. Yeah. Big fan of your work. It looks like he got nuance and Morajai mixed up. Yes, he just got nuance and Morajai mixed up. All the rest are correct? Okay. I hope this isn't a political statement. That is what we call a political statement. Oh my gosh. Did he didn't even actually really get most of the rest of them correct. Kathleen's making a political statement. Teachers are like, no critical thinking. Don't do that. Critical thinking's dangerous in this here country. Okay. We learned our geographies. We know the sigils much better now. We can have tea. Okay, we need a good split again. We need a good split. Give me a good split. I get to redraw 6 times. Wow. How did I get so many pencils? Den is a decent split. I'll accept it. Okay. Alright, we made it past grade 4. We want a classroom right here, actually, would be pretty good. We didn't get one, but we got a good split, so I'll take it. We need to watch out for the... I'm a little concerned about the key card stuff. Here soon. We can take the utility closet here. Lose that on 2 rooms. I don't want to burn our rerolls on this. Okay. We will not use that until we need to. We need... Sure. Okay. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. We don't need keys anymore. We got a pick sound amplifier. So good. I have the best lockpick in the game. Won't let me use it. Classroom's perfect here. Perfect. Grade 5. Made it to grade 5. Well, we got a deer. It's art class. There's money on the desk. It doesn't make any sense. We got a crowbar. We got a deer. Got banana pudding. Art prompt. Draw 2 things that share all but 1 letter of the name. Wow, I wonder if we solve this problem. Got a car. Got a plane. Got a bride. Clever. Robot and root. Ooh. Oh, she gave him a B. What a jerk. I'm a robot? Or am I a root? Am I Gregory? I could be Gregory. Acorn and corn. Gave him an A. Okay. Robot. That's why the B. No, the previous one. Oh, the plane? I'm a plane? Robot, that's why the B. I know, it's so rude. Like, it should be worth an A, but you just get the B. You got 2 and tooth. But the spelling's incorrect. The one after the plane, the car. My car? Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. I don't usually get to play the car in the Monopoly. Somebody always picks the car. I would accept... Okay. I would accept being a bride if someone would do like the heavy manual labor my house needs, because I've been trying to do it. And scrub his neck making live. I've been trying to do it, and I'm not cut out for this, man. I am having a horrible time trying to caulk the bathroom. I would do really well. I'm really good at the dishes and the laundry and the cleaning, and I'd be okay. I'd be okay being the male wife if some strong mechanically inclined woman would take care of things for me. I'd be so good at all the other stuff. Courtyard here. Need to back up. Give me another classroom. I forgot I could redraw. Conference room's fine, I think. Let's just back up and do stuff over here. But no, my hands are designed. My hands are designed to be delicate. Okay, they're soft and delicate, and very carefully designed for like at best some minor hand holding. And I've been getting them so scraped up, and I got a cut. I don't even know where I got the cut from. It's just one day there was a cut. I'm like, I don't remember this happening. Kind of like this because it can turn to the right with a classroom. Kind of like that. All that heterosexual. What? What is that? I've never heard of this. The square of 4 is 16. Like a matter. The 11 minus 8 is 3. Square root? Wait, what? Square. Hey, you're a house. Honey, you're something. Wait. 8? There's no. Where root of 8? 11 through 8 is. Huh? Wait, what happens? What does it mean when it's... That'd be 2? But 9? It was 9. Okay. So it was like the cube root? 8 cube root down to 2 minus from 11? I think. Really funny. What's with these weird square? Oh, is it 11? Okay. 10 minus 9 1 times 3 to the cube times 3 cubed 9? Maybe it's just when it's supposed to be? Okay. 11 minus 8 should have been 3. 3 cubed would have been 9, though. I don't... I did something. I did something right, I guess. Okay, well, give me classroom. This is awful. Classroom. Aha! Aha! Okay. Welcome to grade 6. It's history is pinned by the victors. Welcome to history class. Oh, we got a special presentation. The questions, multiple choice. Who is first crowned? Who's first crowned ruler of Fenaries? Prince Learson, General Teskin, or Desolates the Fourth? I think it was Prince Learson. Was of Fenaries. Oh, hold on. Fenaries is not Arinda Aries. Prince Learson, didn't he die or something? King Desolates the Third. King Desolus the Third was... Desolus the Fourth was the guy they rebelled against. It's Prince Learson, I think. Yeah, polluting. Which city in Finn Ares is named after a historical figure? Oris, I think. How many sons did the fourth king of Arindia have? Oh boy. 2, 5, 8, or 66? How long did the War of the Fifth Era last? It was 6 years. What? No, it was 22 years. It was 22 years. I remember. It was a long time. See, okay. Which realm did not ally with Finn Ares during the war? Okay, Nuance allied with Finn Ares. And I think Arch Ares did as well. I don't think Araja did. What flag was forbidden to be flown at half-staff after the war? Flag of surrender? Banner of House Learson? The black flag. It's got to be the black flag. Okay. Let's see what our answers were. 50%. Oh boy. You gotta get higher than that. 67. 7. A lot of 67s. That's what we got to work with. Bunch of dumb kids. That's what we got to work with. Okay. 22 years. Okay. General Teskin. Is it General Teskin? The entire era. How long did the War of the Fifth Era last? The entire era. Okay. So, Black Flag's almost certainly correct. Yep. I think Araja is correct. Okay, so I think the entire era is wrong. I'm pretty sure he had 2 kids. 22 years. Pretty sure it was Araja. So... Okay, so... He got 22... This is definitely not Desolates the Fourth. I know it's not Desolates the Fourth. Okay. Which means... Oris is the actual historical figure. General Teskin was the first crowned ruler. Lasted for 22 years. He had 2 sons. He didn't have 66 sons. He's got to step it up. Fourth King of Varindia wasn't even trying. Yeah, okay. We kind of know all that, mostly. We kind of know all that. Okay. Where's our floor plan? Okay, we want another classroom here, actually. Classroom here would be perfect. Alright, turn to the right, and then if we get another classroom, that'll be fine, because that's all 8 classrooms, and that's our only goal here. Empty, but I have 8 redraws. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take a few. Is it even possible to get a classroom next to it? Yes, it is. I see it down there. Passageway is so good. I get 6 more redraws. Let's go. Classroom. Classroom. Running out of options here. Going a little bit longer. Drawing room. Drawing room gets a redraws. Use the drawing room, get redraws. Okay. Okay. I accept. Alright. I want to go to school. The one time I want to go to school. Please let me go to school. The Cloister of Draxus. It's not a terrible place to get a dead-end room, actually. We get 4 rerolls with it? Okay. Good old Cloister of Draxus. You silly place. What do we got? What do we got? Guest bedroom, I guess? Sure. Give me a key card, please. Oh. Alright. Alright, we're running a little tight on space. Yeah. Classroom. We're gonna redraw here. Classroom. Ah. Armor. We need steps. I don't think I need steps. An armor. Yay. Oh, I got a discount. Discount on the armory. Okay, I'm not getting the axe again. I guess I only get to use the axe so many times. Guess I use it all up. I need the classroom. Please. Yeah! We got a classroom. Yes, perfect. Nice spot. Nice spot. Okay. Where are we today? Grade 7? We're in algebra. Oh no. I hope everybody's ready for math. A squared b minus 3 squared. A squared minus 2 squared plus 9. 4 plus 2 squared minus 6 squared. 4 plus 2 is 6. 36 minus 6. 30 squared. 30 is 300 times 3 is 900. The answer to red is 900. Cool. I'm ready for math. Math is my thing. Hit me up. Whoa, that's... okay. The advanced functions. This is the most intimidating I've ever seen you, by the way. Oh, the first answer is 9. The second answer is 9 minus 5 is 4. 7... Now this is something I don't understand. What does the square around the yellow mean? And they're also throwing different... Okay, these are some things we haven't gotten to with the billboard. Diamonds? What the heck are waves? I'm not sure what those symbols mean. Alright. Okay, let's take a look at some of these answers. C, 8 of 12. Okay, the first one's 9. Check. The second one is 4. Okay. That's 9 minus the 5. 5 is yellow. Yellow is subtraction. Okay. Yellow subtraction, pink is multiplication, and they don't have division on here. Okay. So this is interesting. 7 minus 5 squared, 25 minus 7, 7. That doesn't seem right. Okay. 140. Okay. Where's a smarter kid? We have a smarter kid. We got a 9 out of 12. E plus. Remember, don't square till you're there. Don't square till you're there. Okay. These are the only 3. Okay. Don't square until you're there. So that would be 7 minus 5, square it. Okay. Making the third one 2. Makes sense, but did I just misclick when the billboard? Did I click 9 instead of 2? 11 minus 8 would have been 3. 3 squared is 9. Did I just misclick and miss the 2? Might have. Alright, so 3 times 2 would be 6 squared, 36. Okay? 2 squared, 4, times 1 is 4 squared, 16. Okay, yeah. The first 5 look correct. Okay. 5 times 2 is 10 squared is 100 plus 5, 105 minus 95, 10 squared should be 100. Okay, I missed that one. All right. What does it mean when they become diamonds? It's got to be square root, right? Okay. Diamonds is square root. Square is square. Okay. This is totally throwing out the order of operations, by the way. Don't do this in regular math. So 16 square root is 4. Square root of 12? Wait, what? Square root of 12? Even 12 to... what? I mean... $61. Right, this guy got... okay. We figured... This one missed the last one on the left for sure. Missed 2 more. So let's... What are the wavy things? Okay. The wavy things... First wave is approximately... or round up, round down? No, that doesn't round down. 20? That would round up to 22, but wouldn't round down to 20. Okay, that would... Unless you subtracting... What? What? Alright. Well, what if... Okay, what if they're rounding? Does... No... Well, what's the square root of 12? It's in between... It's closer to 3, so that'd be 1. That couldn't be right. 30 minus 5 would be 25. Square root would be just 5, right? So the 9th answer should be 5. So if you got that one wrong and number 6 wrong, compared to this other guy. Okay. Negative 400. Negative 400. Why? Okay, so this guy has 1, 2, 3. The first 3 on the right, completely different. He has 20, 22, and 40. He's 22, 20, and 40. Okay. So, most likely the 40 is correct, but God help me, why? Alright. 9, 4, that's correct. 16's not. The 36 is correct. The 16 was correct. Okay, So he got one. He got one wrong on the left, right? Just like this guy. Is he mixed up which one he got wrong? Which means he's got 3 wrong on the right. 61, 19, minus 4. He's got 2 wrong on the right. "40" has to be one of the correct ones. 3 wrong. Got rid of 16. No, it looks like they're doing... Okay, so what if it's not the square root? What if it's flip? What if it's flip the number? What if they were just wrong on that? So, because you can't square root 12. So if it's flip the number, 61 would actually be correct. And then it would be 21 minus 2 is 19. Also be correct. 61, 19. And then 30 minus 5 would be 25, so it would be 52. Correct answer would be 52. This guy's really good at that. Sandra's really good at that part. Okay. Diamond means flip the number. Yeah. Which means those 22, 20, and 40 are all correct. 22, 20, and 40 are all correct. Why the heck is that a thing? Okay. Diamond means flip the number. Check. The color means when to do it. After adding, after subtracting, after multiplying, blah, blah. Okay. Don't square until you're there. Okay. So, I don't really need to look at those. So, the correct answer should be 9, 4, 4, 36, 16, 100, 61, 19, 52, 22, 20, 40. Why 22? The obvious answer is rounding up, right? That rounds up to the nearest number. 2 lines must mean round down to the nearest tens. Okay. Or no, round to the nearest tens. Round to the nearest number, round to the nearest tens, which means 3 lines would be round to the nearest hundreds. So you round to 100 and you subtract 60 to get 40. Of course. Okay. Obviously. It's so obvious. 3 lines round to the nearest hundreds. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, okay. I'm gonna write that down somewhere. It's round, obvious. Clearly. I don't know where to put that information. Classroom 6, I guess. Classroom 6. 7. No, classroom 7. Blue wiggles equals round to the nearest 1/10/hundreds. And diamonds means flip the number. Okay, okay. Whew. Ah, math. Math's a little challenging sometimes. Sometimes. It'll be fine. Let's get the last classroom. Let's do it. That's an office. Oh, should we take the office? We could get the... all the times? No, it's a piece of cake. I should have done the courtyard first. We're going to just redraw until we get... Master bedroom would be so nice. Redraw. Come on. Classroom me. Classroom! Yeah! We made it grade 8! We did it, guys. This is it, right? Got a cupcake. Do we not get a trophy? I thought we got a trophy just for doing that. Did I miscount? Is there a grade 9? Okay. Were we supposed to fill these in? Eurasian worksheet. Translate the following phrases. Oh no. Do we have to learn how to translate? Oh no. Because we found a note in Eurasian. We found a note. Now we're talking my language. No, we're talking Eurasian. That's not your language. Oh no. Go back to the math. Where's the... Okay, I have a picture of the note. It was in the tomb. This is the note. We're trying to translate this note. Oh no. Okay. All right. Well, you know. Ulgo Aljanevdio. Okay. Oh, here we go. Eurasian affix pairings. Oh. Prefix. First. Ma small. Toward. New. Start. Sha. Last. Large. Away. Old. The end of. A lack of myself. Oh. I need to... I think I should put the... I should probably... I think I'm gonna put all these in like the Discord after, so people can work on this. I think otherwise will just be here. Maybe. Early Eurasian did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. They didn't use verbs. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. I hope you looked at and memorized all of those instantly. One look was all it took. I don't wanna C. Give me an A. B plus. Acceptable. You should remember the Eurasian terms for these. Hello, can you teach me a new word? Ajlor Ulteach Nevlor. Okay. There's an example of a loan word. Ulteach. Right? Because teach is a verb. Aljor Nevlor. Ajler Ulteach Nevlar. Okay. So Aj first lore word. First word. Hello. Ulteach. When paired with a verb to mean I will or I won't. Similar to ul or slash lu. Oh, this is prefix. Or is it little... Okay, I mean... L, when paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't. L. Okay. Ulteach Nevlor. The start. New word. Hello. First word. Can teach new word. His. Hello. Can you teach a new word? Okay. Fantastic. The large house is towards the east. Two house. Okay. House large. Okay. House large. Ovet. Toward east. Ovet. I guess they don't have words for east or west, I'm pretty sure. Ovet. I'm gonna double check with some of these other ones. Ovet. Ovet. Yes, everybody agrees. Do they have a word for east? No! No, they don't. There's no words for east or west or west or any of those. Okay. So, that is east, I guess. I lied. They all agree that ETT is east. Toward the east. Okay. Alright, next question. I will swim at dawn. L-E-L. Yep, I, me. Paired with a verb. Swim. Verbs are usually loans. I'll swim nuvdo. So, new start of day. I'll swim new day. Start of day. I won't read at night. Read the lack of myself. No, that's not right. It should be L. E-L. Read. Readle. Well, I don't think any of those were right, but, you know. Readle is acceptable. The lack of myself. Readle. Nay. I won't read at night. Yay. Okay. Yay. The branches of the tree are old. Let's see. The end of old? Okay. So where's the branches of the tree? The tray. What would be branches? Branches of the tree. Are old. Ven. Old tree old. Acceptable. Tray branch ven. Okay, a loner word again. Okay. So we had tray branch ven. Makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Trey Venven. Trey Venven. Tree old. Okay. The trunk of the tree is small. You should remember the Russian terms for these. I can't. What is the Eurasian terms for trunk? Trunk? Manev tray. Manev. Small. Have. Small new. All right, the small start of a tree is the trunk. Oh. Okay, so the end of the tree. Okay. He wasn't saying the tree was old. He's saying the end of the tree was old. And the end of the tree is the branches. Oh, okay. Okay. Now with this, can we just read the note? Read the note? I see. Okay. Oral Digeras. Okay. That's a name, right? That's just a name. Ulel Dao. Ul UL. Nothing here. What? Ledao. Ulednai. N-A-I. Night. Something night. Good day. Good night. Good morning. Good day, good night, good morning. Huh? That's good day, good night, good something. Good morning. Good afternoon, maybe? Okay. Orlel. Gift. Good. Gift feels like a loner word, right? LQ. Gift me. Give me house. Give my house. Give my house, maybe? Something give my house. Horus. This is like a will? Nudo. That is day. Nevdo. Tomorrow, the start of the day. Udorel. Good. Start of the day. This is first. Albeit. Me. Okay. This is going to take some. We're going to take some in a little extra, a little bit more. We're gonna. I will share all that information on the Discord though, because I'm sure certain Aloe's chomping at the bit for an opportunity to prove that language is better than math or something, which is quite silly. Quite silly indeed. Wasn't this the last grade though? Didn't we already have the trophy? How many classrooms are there supposed to be? I clearly need to go check the entrance hall real quick, I think. About this. Champing at the bit as for chomping. That's just something to do. Bet it goes, if it goes all the way up to grade 12, I'm in trouble. Oh, I hope it doesn't go all the way up to grade 12. I thought it was only 8. I don't know. I thought it was only 8. Didn't I read it only? 8 or something. I'm wasting steps here. I'm burning steps on this. God, I hope not. Ace the classroom final exam. Oh, we have a final exam somewhere. I don't know how to get the classroom final exam. And we have to ace it? Does this mean we have to answer all the questions? Okay. Well, we really need... we need a good turn into the foundation, or we're in trouble. Which is showing a banner was celebrating September. And I didn't know that was so pro. BDSM. They're pretty open about it. They're pretty open about it. I mean, depends on who you watch, I guess. Okay. Let's turn to the right, please. Left. I mean left. I will accept the dark room and I will use the shield. Now the utility closet's right next door. Yay. Okay. How do I activate an exam? I want the final exam. Hit this switch. Let's see what you made happen this month as a sub. No, that's not fair. I'm supposed to be the sub. I want to be the sub. I should have subbed to Aloe. This was my mistake. I've made errors in my life. Can't just say that. What? Oh, there is a key card. Oh, thank goodness I didn't turn it off. Oh, thank goodness. Let's do it. I can't just say it. I have to act upon it. Are you saying I have to go all in? Are you judging me? All right. Let's see the final classroom or something. I'm gonna re-roll this because I want better options here. Whatever. Okay, show me. How do I get this? I want my final exam. I need to look up how to get the final exam because I am not gonna. Now it's forever. Well, there you go. I said it, but now I don't have to act on it. There you go. I swear my phone doesn't like working most of the time. I need to find out. I need to know if I have to classroom trophy. I need to do another classroom or what? Possible to add one class. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Give me a hint. Oh, are you kidding? I can't do it because I don't have one of the classrooms unlocked. Not even possible. I have to go to the drafting studio. God dang it. Okay, well. Okay. There's a secret classroom that's hiding in the draft room. We have to, like, add it to the pool. Can't even... Well, I guess we'll have to get lucky and get the draft room. Something. I don't know. This game's great. This game is pretty fantastic, but that's a little frustrating. I hope we all learned stuff today, though. Well, I really did want to continue the trophy hunt. So we're gonna have to try... We wasted a perfectly good chance to do the full house, too. Alright, tell me how messed up I am, Elzar. Ow.
As it was foretold.
It's foretold.
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
I love you, Elzara. I love you.
Find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Uh-huh.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Or my past. Give me some hints. What you got?
Faintly in the mist,
Ooh.
I see a figure.
What is this guy?
A statue cradled in a courtyard of sentinel stone.
Fascinating.
You will find yourself one day wandering these paths,
What? Is that a whole nother room?
walking in the footsteps of the past,
Oh my god.
wandering and waiting.
I'm just like, well, I'm gonna have
Searching
tea.
for a shadow that will never be cast, longing for the day to end.
I guess it gets pretty lonely when I have nothing but tea. Talk. Talk.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Da-da-da. Great Alzara.
At the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Well, thanks. Okay. What do we do here? I don't even know. Do I need the pump room or anything? Really? I wonder what happens if I always draw the library, but the library's already been drafted. I want to see what happens. Let's go. Let's see what happens. What do you got for me? You do. You can double up on the library. Nice. Cool. We just read The Curse of Black Bridge. It was a very long book. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to it. But I don't... That was a pretty good story. I think the only things left we have to do are these two. Did those. Drafting Strategy Volume 5. Let's go. Maybe we'll win the drafting sweepstake thing. Oh, I should have done the... Room of 8. I guess we can get the treasure trove here. Just work on leveling up this treasure trove. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a little boost. Green memos and white boxes are always lies. Wait, no, you already told me green memos are always true! You used the green memo in the box to tell me it's true. Is color changing? Oh, no. I don't know what's true anymore. What can we even do? Well, we need a major key, I think. A major key quite late or something like that. So the music room or the locksmith would be good. Can't even finish the thing. I don't have the answer to the study yet. The office is not even... I guess we could take the office, throw all the money in the conference room, and try to pull the luxury room. Sure, whatever. All right, if I get to the antechamber, I get a bonus. That's not gonna happen. Not with these for sure. Security, nope, 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 nope. Lock tower? Lock tower would give me a key for tomorrow's attempt. And I don't hate it. But then I'm stuck and I don't want to be. Take the gym. I don't want to be. I want to hit one of the many things I can do. I could end in the master bedroom. I think there's some sort of bonus for calling it a day in the master bedroom. We didn't get to try that last time, so let's try it this time. Let's just call it a day. In here. Be sad. Be hecka sad. So sad. We were so close to our trophy too. Freaking 9 classrooms. 8 grades, 9 classrooms. Alright. I'm gonna call it a day here. In the master bedroom. See what happens. Perplexing campus. Right? Oh man. Steps to, yeah. 3 puzzle rooms, 8 classrooms, 2 libraries. Oh, I didn't look at what, I wasn't looking at what the campus looked like. Look at that. Alright, we're not going to start with any keys or lockpicks this time. It's going to be a problem for our full run, but we're gonna try it. Don't have a blessing either. Okay. We do. We start with like 10 extra steps. That's nice. Perplexing campus. It doesn't actually look that interesting. Okay. I prefer the like, what is it? The shopping mall of the dead. That's a fun one. Alright, let's see. What are we looking for? Shelter, shrine. Shelter or shrine, maybe? We should take the shelter. I'm gonna go ahead and use the computer in here, actually. Oh, get a gem, too. Log into the network. We're gonna log into security because we're gonna do a full run. We're gonna fill out our house if possible. I'm gonna choose security. And we're gonna up that keycard requirement. That security level to high. The offline mode to unlock. Now all we gotta do is get a utility closet in the correct spot. We cannot draft the utility room in a bad spot. Our goal is full house. We don't want to solve puzzles. We want the full house. We ignore 3 red rooms. Okay. Starting on the left. There's a utility room. But I'm going to put a den. Need it right here. That would have been ideal. Okay, well. Mail room. Nope. Parlor. Solve a parlor puzzle. Alright, we don't have the garden stuff this time. Oh no. You'll open this box and find it empty. The true box contains the gems. This box and the white box are both false. Okay. If this physically can't be true? Well, no. If this physically can't be true. This has to be false. Which means this must be true, because if this was also false, then this would be true, and this can't be true. So this is false, and this is true. A true box contains the gems. This, you'll open this box and find it empty. If it's false, then it would be full. But this is true, so it can't be false and full. So this is true. These are both true, but this one's empty. You have the gems. Ha. Okay. Gymnasium is fine because we ignore the red room stuff. Do I want dark room? I think I want dark room. I can handle. Do veranda. Do we want better chance of finding finding items in green rooms? A better chance of finding items in green rooms? I don't think I'm going for a green room strat. I think I'm going for a hallway. I want the dark room here. Keycard! Okay. We no longer need the utility closet. That's perfect, actually. That's amazing. That's a good pickup. Now we need some keys. Well, these are terrible, so I guess I'm taking the security. Where are our cool items? Spare bedroom. Closet, sure. Archives. Pool. Some in the hall. Vault. Attic. Office. Library. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Archives would be nice. I think the bedroom is what I want here. We need a key. We need several keys. Our primary goal now is to find some keys. Now we need some rerolls. Keys and some rerolls. 10 steps. While drafting, you can spend gems to redraw the floor plans 8 times. That's good. Need to fill this spot in over here, though. I kind of want the storeroom here, actually. Food for sale. Desperately need the keys. This is a good dead-end spot. We need rerolls. More than anything, if we can get it. Cloister Adraxis. Nope. Passageway, that's fine. This is dead ending either way. Unusual or rare rooms. There's an item in the library. We know that. Take it. We know there's an item in here. Go to security. There should be an item in here, right? Right. I thought there was. Security lied to me. Maybe I meant the book. Book count? Book count? Either I missed it or security lied to me. I've been duped. I keep avoiding the casino. Just need to draft one more classroom to take my final exam. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Freaking scrapbook. Taunting me. Oh, we had such a good run. I believe we wasted that on the freaking classrooms instead of the full house. The depth of drafting by the editor. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room and everything's going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative you draft a hallway or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit, and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we'll delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover once and for all if there's any life beyond the dead end. No exit strategies. The dead end is any room that lacks another exit. Is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house. They limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting, ignoring all other factors, but every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. An introduction to the tomb. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, the tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. The floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered an outside room. Only draft the start of a day, allowing architects to immediately know whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Arindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of the dead-end architecture. The 8 Aegean angels of that early era that are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely make several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. Oh, we have the name of an angel. It's Via. Oh, come on. Traxxas. Yeah, we knew about Traxxas. Via. Via. We already have that? Yeah, we do. Darn it. I want to know all the other names. Grounds for termination. Tomb is the only dead end you'll find out in the grounds. There's 8 outer rooms. These floor plans are not only unique, they're cool for dead ends. Schoolhouse loves the classroom. Hovel is special. Grounds for termination may have been play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny Ravane, who made his home while employed on this estate in this humble bedroom. Better items can be found in the trading post if you have something valuable to trade. Root cellar. Most of the vegetables and roots obtained from the locals are preserved. When winter arrives, these store goods are frequently traded back. Shelter. Even further underground, provisions are stored in the bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, is preservation. Preservation of people. Against red rooms. Yes. Last outer room is, what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with glow of candlelight, and those that pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. This type of duration can differ depending on the amount of gold given. The more gold you give, the longer the blessing will last. Oh wow, they have a lot. We've only seen like 3 of these. Hold on. Blessing of the Tinkerer. When you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Okay. Blessing of the Berry Picker. When drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. You do draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. You can just draft a berry. Okay. Blessing of the Chef. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room. Blessing of the Gardener is the one I've been using. Blessing of the General. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. Oh, okay. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay a gem to spin floor plans. Wow. Oh, that's good. Blessing of the High Rollers. When you draft a shop, gain a die. Gain 10 gold when you roll a die. Yeah. Top 5 dead ends as selected by the editorial staff. If Toolshed is good, Attic is really good. Study. It's likely the most powerful room for an experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Coat check. More than any other room, coat check allows architects to center their strategy on a specific item. Hovel. The risk may scare some off, but to those who see their steps as expendable, throw caution to the wind. Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. Secret Passage. Categorized as a dead end, but it's not. Dead end mail-in sweepstakes. Oh, we have to... Here we go. Okay. This is how we get the sweepstakes. This is the trophy. Okay. On January 20th, 1989, Taro Martiz shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day, and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstakes. Eligibility. I don't have the magnifying glass. Oh no. All I see down there is something about the odds. It's really low. Okay, so to get this trophy, we need to draft 20 dead ends. How do you... Okay, there's one outside. You'd have to draft. There's 19. Can you? Ow. Hold on. Okay. So there'd be one outside. The secret room counts as one. Secret room's technically a dead end. You'd have to draft a dead end on every space on the outer ranks, right? Every space of the outer ranks. One outside. And you could theoretically litter one or two in the middle. That'd be really hard. That's gotta be really hard. Okay. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Draft and Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead ends, from the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb. We believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Oh boy, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard. Okay. We're just trying to get a full house. For that, I want the chapel. That doesn't turn. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. Or plus 10 steps. We kind of wouldn't. Steps are kind of going to be handy here, huh? We're going to have to get back to security at some point. I have a lot of gems. Okay. Compass. Okay. We're good. We're good. We'll be fine. Get some good splits. So those are dead ends. These are all dead ends that we're trying to avoid. Yeah, we really need some rerolls. Give me rerolls. What do we got? 5 gems. E. Okay. Apples are delicious. 4 doors are more common. Yeah. And a pair of chests in the hallway. Some solid chest of booty. Get some treasure. Items for sale or the billiard room? And we had the billiard room, actually. Alright. I'm on to your schemes. 18. 19. Minus 11 is 8. Times 3 is 24. Divided by 12 is 2. Give me your diamonds. Or whatever. Your wavy lines. Where? So 2 plus 1 plus 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Squared is 64. Times 4? That's way too high. Divided by 6? That's way too high, right? 64, 2, 4, 240, 256 divided by 6 is at least 40. No, okay, that's wrong. There's probably each one squared, so 4 plus 1 plus 25 is 4, 1, 25 is 30. Oh, why did I say times 4? It's minus 4. I'm dumb. Wait, go back. 5, 6, 7, 8. 64 minus 4 is 60. Divided by 6 is 10. Had it right the first time. 12 minus 5 is 7. Times 2 is 14. Divided by 7 is 2. Squared is 4. Yay. Got the keys. Okay. We're just looking for some good splits. That's a good split. Give me some delicious gems. I'm going to open this chest because I think there's a good chance of getting more keys. But I'll take the rerolls. That's even better. Or approximately the same. Beep. We have to take a straight here. I think. Have to take straight. Let's see. What you got for me? Shovel. Okay. What do we got? What do we have? Absolutely. Shovel encompasses dowsing rod? Oh, dowsing rod's terrible. I hate it. I think. I'd rather have the shovel. Yeah, I'd rather have the shovel. I hate the dowsing rod. I remember that now. Boiler room. I think. You like the kennel. Need the split. I need the split. Okay, we're getting kind of far up here. Should we keep going and turn around? I'm gonna keep going. Hello, boiler room. I don't know if you're of any use to me. I guess I'll find out. Oop. Oop, turn it on. We're going this way now, buddy. We're just going... We're trying to fill it all in. And fill it all in. There's a pool. Okay, I accept. Well, we need a hammer. Okay. Give me like the commissary. Kitchen. Kitchen's in a good spot. What do we got? Every green room in the house. There is one. Wait. Alright. We're gonna need... Drafting studio's so good right now. Commissary, okay. I kind of want it. But we're going for the full house, so commissary would be better. We have to just focus on the full house, right? Thanks, drafting studio. We'll be fine. Okay. Hey, look what's available. It's a classroom. It's a... I think I'm gonna not take the classroom because I'm mad at it. And I don't want it in my pool until... I'm gonna take this vestibule. It looks cool. Freaking class. Oh my god. But basically I'm learning that we have to come here and get all of these. Our only hope is to get all of those. Okay. I am going to... Yeah, just see what I got. Just see what I got. Okay. Left here. You gotta use a key. Come on. Oyster of Draxus doesn't work here because of the... I want to draft it, but it doesn't work here because of our protection. So we're going to use archives here. Yeah, we're sheltered from the archives. We should have an item in here according to security. Well, we didn't have one in the library. Yeah, I'm just bad at reading security. Oh, there is an item. Here we go. Oh, we can read the fine print on the way back in the library. Wow, that's far away. If this is locked, I'm not gonna do it. It's not locked. It is locked, so I'm gonna hold off on that because the foundation's right there. I am going to go this way. Oh, okay. We don't want the weight room. So I think we want the commissary. We want to try to get the hammer. Tell me you have a hammer for sale. Oh, good. Sledgehammer, metal detector. That'll help solve our key problems. Salt shaker for the. Oh yeah, we got the good stuff today. Let's go. Right, the foundation nonsense. Nothing else in here. Let's go. We're never coming back up here, so we should buy the stuff in the kitchen. I'm not draining that pool. Probably. Buy it out. Buy it out. Perfect. Okay, we're broke, but I feel good about our chances. Yeah. Run all the way back. Oh wait, isn't there something cool we can do? With the detector shovel, I think is just a straight boost. I think it's just a straight boost. Greater chance of finding money and keys. Much greater chance of finding money and keys. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a straight boost. Let's go. Let's dig. Got a key. Yeah, we're already up on. We're going. We're going. Another key. Hell yeah. Okay. Want to swing. We need to swing it to the right if able. Great Hall. We could take the closet here. Would be a dead end in a slightly scary position. But we'd be pulling the dead end out. Yeah, let's do that. Get it out. Okay. We're heading back to the library because I wanna read the fine print on this on our dead end strat. The one involving death itself. How do we meet death? Well, we ask her out and hold her hand. Eligibility. The Dead End Contest sweepstakes is open to legal residents of Finn Ares who are at least 12 years of age at time of entry, employees of Drafting Strategy, its affiliate subsidiaries, advertising and promotion agencies, and their immediate family members and or those living in the same household of each are not eligible to participate in the sweepstakes. Entry. To enter the sweepstakes, players must draft rooms in a single house during a single day. Any number of rooms may be drafted, but only dead-end rooms drafted during the day will be counted towards the dead-end tally. If the dead-end tally exceeds the current record 19, participant will be considered a winner. Prize. Cash prize has an approximate shop value equal to 200 gold, paid out to the winner of the sweepstakes in a check Equal to the prize amount. The trophy of the sweepstakes has an approximate shop value of 30 gold. Please note the trophy is not composed of real gold, but features a gold-like coating for decorative purposes only. The winner will be notified and receive their mail no later than 5 days after obtaining the dead-end record. Check the mail room for prize delivery. Alright, once we win the contest, we got to get the mail room and the luxury room together. Odds. The odds of winning this contest are not very promising. The architect who set this record was very, very good at drafting, but best of luck regardless. Odds. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Oh, no. Okay. I thought it said the odds varied, but I was squinting really, really hard. Alright, back through this bedroom that... Oh wait, we have the sledgehammer and some chests in the great hall, in the entrance hall. Hold up. Yeah, we added a pair of chests here. Delicious. Yum, 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 yum. Break those open. Steal their money. It was a little underwhelming, but that's okay. Alright. We need... We have a couple of things we need. See what we get here. Oyster of Draxus is actually okay here. Yes. Yes. Okay, we want to draft the far one. We don't want to do the one to the north yet. Might block ourselves out. A key to the secret garden. Heck yeah, the secret garden's amazing. Like in every circumstances. We get the plus 10? Yeah, the quest bedroom. Okay, we might do the antechamber too. Where are you hiding? Where's my coin? Oh, there it is. Alright. So, we're gonna draft this far one. Hello, Death. I'm gonna take you out on a date. I'm gonna woo you. Mailroom, bunk room. You have exactly 2 green rooms. We have 1. Shelter's not a green room. Okay, we'll do mailroom then. Okay. We got 4 rerolls out of it. We haven't gotten any new letters because I'm very bad at that experiment. Anytime we do that. You ever prove he was the one who stole his mail? No. No, my mail was stolen by the gardener. Okay. We will get a package out our front steps later. Let's go back to the security room. We need to get a nice little up. Pump room is okay if we ever want to hit the pool. I think I'm going to hit the I want the straight. Big. Many coins. Nice. Good day, good day, good day. We're doing this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay. So here is the important one. Can't do sun. I can't do that. Can do foyer. Do I want to do foyer? Reroll. Looking for a better split. I think I need a better split than that. Armory or experimental house features. What is the armory? The armory is mace and shield. Shield can come in handy if we get the weight room again. Okay, I'll take the armor. I'm gonna swing back, hit this dead end room. Get a nice dead end room and some more rerolls. Don't want the break box. Don't want the coat check. Are we ever gonna put anything in the coat check? I guess we're taking the solarium. Get some unusual and rare rooms, I guess. Got an orange. It's just random dirt in here today. Alright. And I think if we hit the worst case scenario, we can actually go all the way around to the foundation from outside. Morning Star. Night Shield. Still no axe. Yeah, I guess we're done with the axe. Okay. I cannot use the secret garden key there. Okay. There's the weight room. We did take the shield specifically for it, so I think just take that over the vestibule or the rotunda. Yeah. Take the night shield on the weight room. Perfect. Even get a broken lever for our workshop that's way on the other side of everywhere. Okay. This next pull is important. This one's important. We need to turn to the right. Aquarium will do. It's an electric eel aquarium. Oh, that's right. I need to actually give it water again. All the electric eels are currently not getting any power because I maybe haven't let them breathe any. Whoops. Well, it's not too late to maybe get the pump room. We can do that. This will be a nice dead end spot. Clock tower. I think the bunk room here. Clock tower. No, that's a dead end too. Tomorrow start with keys. Yeah, this is also a dead end. So we'll take the clock tower here. I'll let my eels go eventually. Are we sure there's not a hidden wall that I can break here? It feels like... Wasn't there a clue about a key here or something? Oh no, a vault key! Oh no! We don't have a vault. Southwards I see a swan. This still seems like a puzzle we haven't solved. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by the westerly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark of the day is coming forth. South? Southwest. Northeast. South and west and north and east. Oh, I bet you if you do the secret garden in that order, south and west and north and east, something happens? Well, we do have a secret garden key. That's, well, it's worth a shot. Is that a is that the crack? Okay. Okay, we'll try to get the secret garden going. That'd be really good. Yeah. This one we want to turn to the right. We really want this one to turn to the right. Come on. I think we actually take the rotunda. Well, we need to do the foundation other ways. Kind of want to save my gems. Go for the boudoir. Yeah, let's go for the boudoir. Rotunda will be useful later, for sure. Just save as many gems as we can. We have so many steps. We have 82 steps. We're this deep and we have 82 steps. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's the music room. Is this late enough? Does this count as late enough for our sanctum key? Maybe. Or should we wait? Try to get it later. Get the laboratory out of the way. I think we have to... Let's wait. Let's wait on it. There's nothing in here, ever. Ah, this room sucks. It's just like my bathroom, giving me headaches. Making me miserable. Alright. Let's see. What do we got? Pump room. Kind of hoping to go to the lab. Gymnasium. We could pump room and then run out the foundation. Maybe we just redraw here. Well, let's just redraw. Okay. Rotunda, I think, is better than these other ones. The vestibule is interesting. Vestible's kind of like the rotunda. Let's do the vestibule. Let's do it. Haven't been in here before. How can you tell which one's locked? All the doors are closed and I don't know which one's locked. Is this one? Not this one. Alright. This one's a dead end. It's locked. Why would I need to open it? Okay. Let's go this way. Study is actually fine here. Redraws. Okay. Redraws. We have a safe. We don't know how to open it. I don't know how to open the safe. ILRCR. We don't know if it's possible. So little time left, and all. Okay. I have not had any ideas on how to open the safe. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you just have to put the right combination of buttons. Then I can open it. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, it's got to be related to Queen on D, right? 8. Does it? B, C, D. I think I tried. Yeah, it's Queen.
Zip reached our followers goal of 70. Thank you, everyone.
Oh yeah, we met a follower go. Hello, Zipline Pol. How are you? Zipline Polar. I'm Polar. I hope you're doing well. Okay. I feel like we're close to solving this one. Queen. Okay. Clearly on date. Clearly on date. Queen date. Queen date. Queen date. Does it mean like the Queen's birthday? Like Lady Epson, Clara Epson's birthday? I bet you it's Lady Clara Epson's birthday. I don't know when that is. Where would you say you are in this game? Most recent discovery. Where am I in this game? What did we discover last? I think we discovered like the shelter in the reservoir. A little further than that though. Let's see. I have many of the safes open. I have a couple of the sigil keys. I've recently hit this antechamber the second time. I'm looking for like the sigil keys. I have one of the vault keys. What was our last biggest discovery? I don't think it was just the shelter in the reservoir. Oh, there was also the rotating gears above the rotating gears. Once we opened the red door with the power, that was a thing. Oh, and we saw a hint of the. We think there's some way to get to some hidden city. They look like a mine cart. I'm trying to get there somehow. Room 8 was pretty big. Oh yeah, our most recent big one, I think, was getting through the gallery and solving this puzzle of Room 8. That was pretty good. Let me check to see if I have Lady Clara Epson's. Oh, you know what? Do I still have like the day she died? Did I write that down somewhere? That was in the hallway. I think the solution to this is in the west hallway. West wing hallway. Did I write those down? Lady Clara Epson died 6/15/1983. It's either her death or her birth date, right? 1983, maybe. Maybe. It's more likely to be her birth date, but I don't know if I have that. I think I'm on the right track though. Queen date. It's gotta be related to Clara Epson. Probably. Alright. We gotta continue. We gotta fill in 5 more rooms. Come on, just 5 more rooms. Alright. Don't be the locked one. Okay. Do we want the rotunda or the Great Hall? Do we have more keys? I don't think we have enough keys for the Great Hall. We did gymnasium, actually. Gymnasium's fine. Gymnasium's fine. We have the back door into the foundation. Be locked. Yeah, let's use a secret garden key. Yeah. All right, that's right. We have the possibility of solving the clock tower puzzle? Question mark? Here? Maybe. Yeah. First things first. Pull this. So we might get it. We might get the quest allowance. That was east. We're not gonna get the west. No, we can get the west. Yeah, we can get the west too. Probably do that. Wait, was that west? Oh, mixing them up again. I'm not. West and east are easy to get. Okay, don't worry about it. All right. And it's not west. It's east. It's east. We have a path in the east if we need. Not west. No. No. Okay. Look. Point is, we have a path in there if we want it. All right. Now, there's the swan. Hold on. I have a picture of the clock tower puzzle, riddle, whatever. Where is it? No, okay. Here it is. Southward, I see a swan. Dashing like sands of the shore. So the swan, yeah, the swan is facing south. Carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward, I see a crow. So I think we need to set the next ones to be west, northeast. Okay. I think that's how it works. Because that's clearly facing south. The small one is this one? Oh. West, northeast. So that one should be north. Is this a swan or an ugly duck? Wow. Rude. Rude. It's a swan. I think this is it. I think this is what we want. South, swan, west. West winds. We can check the clock tower. Where's the clock tower? Not too far back. We can check to see if anything changed in the clock tower. I will check that. I would have imagined something happening. Let's see. Southward I see a swan, ashing like sands of the shore. Carried by westerly winds. Look like the moon of the north. Yeah, I feel like it was right. Something would have happened. Maybe we have to do southwest, northeast for all of them in a row. It's worth a shot, I guess. I should have checked the clock tower first, just to be sure. Okay. So southwardly, we see a swan. That's the sigil. That would be the Ashen Shores. Yep. The Ashen Shores of the Fen Ares. Whatever. Okay. Carried by the westerly winds. something north. I'm having a hard time remembering all the lines. North of the moon in the north. Moon in the north. Yeah. Got the moon in the north. And then we see a crow in the east. I don't know. I'm gonna check the clock tower at least. I'm gonna burn all these steps. No! I'll burn another step. Okay. I want to burn too many steps. I still have to finish my trophy. I don't... Yeah, I don't see anything change. Okay. Southward you see the swan. Mission like carried by the westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow. Dark of the day is coming forth. Why is fourth spelled like that? Wait. Fourth? Fourth is spelled with an extra U, isn't it? Dark of the day is coming. There's supposed to be a key up here, isn't there? Like a sanctum key hidden in one of the... somehow? According to our sanctum key list. Southward I see a swan. Mission like sands of the shore. And my western. Eastward I see a crow. Dark of the day is coming forth. 4 days coming. Yeah, the day's coming forth. It's an interesting way to put it. I don't know if that matters. The poem is acrostic sacred? Yet if we ever thought about that. I did not think about sacred fourth. So, like the fourth angel? Maybe? Let's see, is that a stretch? A stretch? The duster? The duster angel? I don't know how that matters. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to... We gotta... I don't know what else we can do here. Mess with this puzzle. The Duster Angel. Go for it. Maybe put sacred in as a password to one thing. Well, you haven't encountered anything that requires letters like that? Nothing that requires 6 letters? The computer thingy? I could, maybe. Maybe. That was more of a name thing. I guess I can try it. We will... Oh. Wrong way. We will finish up what we're doing here first. Okay. We are going straight. We're hitting the secret garden. Oh, there's a banana in here. That's good. Because I just chewed up a lot of feet. Okay. I'm gonna turn the things. I'm gonna do a shoot up a lot of feet. No! Not like that. Stop eating feet. I want to turn it back the way it was. I like it this way first. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna do the fancy turn things just in case it matters somehow later. I guess we'll be on the lookout for a crow or something. I don't know. Okay, we have 5 rooms left. Let's go. Go. Come on. Come on. That is treasure trove. I want it, but no. I think we can redraw here. We want a straight. Looking for a straight here. Ballroom is a straight. Ballroom is a scary straight. We're gonna take it and come back to it. We're not going in yet. Okay. We are going Great Hall here. I think is fine actually. And we're going for this key. The vault is good. Vault is good, actually. Yeah, we got the vault key. We got another. We got, I think, the last vault key. I think this is our last vault key. Okay. So we opened up that passport. That passport. We got that one. Was it 200 something? What do we have? 233. 33. A lot of feet. No, there's no feet. There's no feet. Stop eating the feet. I'm not offering no feet pics. Use the key. Use it. How? Oh, what do we got? Allowance token. Yay. Stop having tasty topies. They're not tasty. We got so much money and nothing to spend it on. Passport. Finn Aries. Compromise. Daniel Gray Daniels. Date of issue, date of expiry, date of birth 5/1/56. Wait, do we need to use the one that isn't? Yeah, this one isn't. Okay, this one isn't expired. Maybe we need this one for the computer? Get into the computer. Move that. Was it John Ribbon? We haven't cracked that yet. I think I want to just start up the game tomorrow and be just slamming names into the computer before the stream starts. Okay. Vault key has been used. Our allowance went up. Do I want to burn? I can burn 2 keys. Ah. This is a fine place for a dead end. So we're taking the treasure trove. Use a key here, that's fine. Okay. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. You should brute force save combos off screen too. Oh, you just want me to brute force stuff. We've taken the treasure room 3 times now. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I think we done it. I think we're there. We've got the full house trophy. Let's go. Let's go. We're down to 2 gems because the game won't let us have 3 in the ballroom. Nothing in here. Can I play? I think I check this every time I come in the ballroom. I can't play. From now on, Ryan only plays games off screen, and then his streams are painstakingly descriptions of his experience playing. Oh no. What do I want? Oh wait, we can get a major key? We want the major key, right? Major key late, can we get it off of the locksmith? We might be able to. I was gonna roll for the music room, but let's try. Trophy! Yeah, we did it! We did it! The full house trophy. Recognition of exceptional architectural planning. We're drafting a room in every single open slot of your trophy. Hell yeah! We did it! Woo! Yay, the real treasure was the rooms we made along the way.
Alobex thinks we need more. We must have more.
I want this special key. Give it to me. Sigil key. Sigil key. Please. Maybe. Silver key. No. Don't want a silver key. Completely useless. Okay. Okay. Get it. Alright, now what was I gonna do? Check the clock on the way out. We can hit the antechamber for +2 allowance. I kind of want to do that too. So we're gonna run back here. Gonna check the clock tower just in case my little plan worked. I don't think it did, but it doesn't hurt to look. Okay. This was a weird draft too. We went really hard on one side and then really hard on the other. Don't usually do that. Yeah, nothing's changed. I'll figure it out somehow. Some way. Doesn't look like it takes boiler room power. Kinda wish we had the ability to break the wall. Just in case, I should start tearing down walls. Okay, we're gonna go get the allowance, I think. And then maybe we try some of the names. In case we can do it. We spread a bunch of fruit. Let's see. So fruity. Mailroom. Let's just this way. This way. Let's see. Here. This way. Pretty straight shot from here. We have our bananas along the way. Always eat your bananas. You do anything? I don't have the battery. Oh well. Whoosh. Oh yeah. Supposed to pump room. I was supposed to pump room my aquarium so it gets the electric eels back up. Whoops. That's okay. The electric eels don't need anywhere to live. I'm sure they'll be fine. Hello. I did it. I got $2. $2. Every step taken is another step towards owning everything. Okay. So from here, I guess I should have opened up the antechamber or the room 46. Let's go to the computer, try some things, I guess. It's been a long time since we checked out the computer. I don't think we have any good clues on the computer. And now I know I need to look for Lady Clara Epson's birthday, whatever it was. Her birthday was. I feel bad. I always forget Lady Grandmama's birthday. This is why I have a phone with a bunch of computers. With a bunch of birthdays listed in my calendar. Been a while since we've been here. Still haven't figured this one out. This one's like on, off, off. On blank. On, off, off. Wait, is that the utility room? Because there's the one above. And then there's 3 down here. I don't usually set them in that configuration. On, blank, on, off, off. It might be the utility room. I haven't tried that. Okay. Having a clue where to put this microchip. And plug it in somewhere. Where? Where? Does look kind of like a moon. I've never actually carried this thing around. Should I carry this thing around? I feel like it... I should be carrying that around. I don't know. Alright, so you want Sacred? I don't think Sacred's gonna be one. Or what was the angel's name? Maybe we need that chip to unlock the other chips and bring them back here somehow? I don't know. Yeah, no. Maybe. Via... Yeah, okay. Not surprised. Okay. So, the names were based off of more, R. Was that last name, comma... Yeah. First 4 letters, last initial. So... Let's try the passport one. Rib J. Oh. Hello? Hello? I don't remember. 3 additional delisted admin keys. So this is... Oh, I wonder if all the passports were delisted, but this is the only one that hasn't been compromised. Okay. Been a while since we checked. Admin next. Where's the... Yes, okay. This is the full thing, right? Data files. Let's just import trophy file. We don't have any other trophies. This is our only thing. We haven't done the cursed run yet. Alright. Admin logs. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Last cable's been laid. Yeah, we knew that. Offsite server cavern. Come up with a name for the network. Just name the... Oh, Blackbridge, a somewhat ominous name for the project considering the legend. Alright, the Curse of Blackbridge. We just read that. Considering we chose an actual cave. Okay, hope it doesn't suffer the same fate. Okay, we just read that curse. It was so long. It was a long story. Fix the connection error between the office and security. Yep, okay. Certain capabilities have been disabled. 2 new admin keys have been added to the user database with P and ribj. Okay, we didn't have that before. So with P. We're gonna... I don't know if that's gonna get us anything ribj doesn't though. With P. Alright, John and I are successfully logged on now. And with P is excited. These admin logs can only be accessed by the Blackbridge terminal, so I advise we use this for sensitive messages and suspend electronic mail. ribj. More as soon as you get the network address from Manning, you can begin those file transfers now. We need them ASAP. Copy that. It should be done by the time you and Philip are moved out of the shelter. Okay. With P. Philip. Somebody Philip. Okay. If by Philip you mean Paul, then yes, that timeline can work for us. I apologize, this admin tree tripped me up for obvious reasons. I'll be wiping these logs regardless as soon as we're done here. Be at ease, friend. It is of little consequence. Let us know when the transfer is complete. Data packet transfer from Fierstrom Iraja. Total file size 14 kilobytes. First, Fierstrom Iraja. Is that where they're currently being held my mom might be currently be held hostage? We have finished moving and we made ourselves at home. Be advised, with 2 additional crates are expected to arrive within the next 3 days. With P. ribj. Randolph, instead of simply deleting these logs, would it be possible to instead replace them with manufactured messages? I'd like to leave a trail of breadcrumbs to lure would-be clue seekers down the proverbial garden path. Hey, that's me. These messages were very different before. Yes, we can create a dummy admin account with pseudo privileges. Splendid. In that case, I better get to writing. Our visitor last week has given me a bit of inspiration for a new book. As requested yesterday, new admin key created, though the requested name doesn't quite fit with our typical length formatting. They keep saying that. They've said that before. Which suggests there's a admin key I haven't hit. With P. More, I'd say it's about time to scrub these logs. The 4 of us are ready to go dark. Randolph. I've left the final manuscript in the safe house. Please look after the other children. Should our paths not cross again, we will embrace each other in soot and ash. Do not look within, do not look back, for we are with you, and there's nothing behind you. May the black shores guide you both. ribj and with P delisted in user database. Effective immediately, all electronic mail. Okay. Temporary access to mainframe has been restored. Updated access privileges, file and types. Full access. Deleted archive. RTA is down while we work on a solution for connected terminal failures. RTA. What is RTA? RTA is working again. Terminal connections tested. Confirm functional. Make future testing easy. Added ability to access offline terminals through the RTA when Blackbridge is open. Per request, 1 temporary admin key has been added. Deactivated. New key. Any guard preparations. Okay. All right. So I think we're still short a name. I think we're still short a name that doesn't quite fit with this. Okay. New admin key created. The requested name doesn't quite fit with our typical length formatting, which suggests the last name might be shorter than 4 letters, right? And if it's my mom who made the book, it might be the One Last Clue book that we haven't read in the library. It might have the name we're looking for. I'm gonna check with P real quick. If anything special happened there. So far, I don't... Welcome to Blackbridge. Okay. It could be 3-letter last name, first initial. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And I think the clue to that name is in that book. That the One Last Clue. What is RTA? Those are network settings. Terminal timeout settings. Alright. How long a computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting? I've never seen what this actually does. I'm confused as to what this actually does. Settings. Connection. Inbound, outbound connections. Outside the local network have been enabled. That's not going to change. House manager. Baron's valet. Alright. This is just data. This is just trophy data. Alright, I think there's one more. Alright, let me check my names. Well, here we go. There's one, Bon Margle. I don't remember why I wrote that name down, but it is 3 letters. No, that's the first name. Darn it, never mind. Yeah, there's none with the last name. 3-letter last name. Okay. We'll just have to be on the lookout for that book. We'll look out for that last book. It's the only one we haven't read, so. Now the question is, do we try the dead end trophy next time? Do we try it for a dead end trophy or for the first trophy? What trophies do we got? I'm glad we got the full house. I'm mad about the classrooms. But whatever. You do. I have 113 gold, nothing to do with it. What else we got? Okay. Flora's trophy. Complete the Mount Holly directory. I think we can't do that until we draft the drafting room more. Bullseye trophy and logical trophy will just kind of come as they go. Trophy of sigils we're kind of working on and gotta figure out the clock tower, I guess. We haven't unlocked dare mode. I do want to buy out the entire showroom. I really want to buy out the entire showroom. Okay. So I think the best thing we can do here is the drafting one. Yeah, we're gonna try for 20 dead-end rooms next time. 20 dead-end rooms. The study. I don't wanna slam that. I think we just, well, where is, let's see. I know if you end your game in the master bedroom, stuff happens. Master bedroom and Lady Epson room. Yeah, we're done. We'll just call it here. It's fine. Wait, house history? Oh. Yeah, house history. Day 1. I don't know what I was doing day 1. Oh, that was bad. Oh, yeah. Very first room, closet. Good old closet. I'm always in it, digging for stuff. It steadily got better. It got better. That one was terrible. Oh, that one's so good. We had some good houses and some bad houses. And a series of junk. Okay, done with that. All right, that was pretty good. We did find some stuff. Whoop. We found some interesting things. We got one of the admins got in there. We didn't, and we got a trophy. We got a trophy that we're looking for. We're gonna try tomorrow for the dead end rooms. I'm looking forward to that. I think. I don't know. It's gonna be painful. I don't even know how you build for that. That's gonna be hard. Well, we'll just do our best. We'll do our best, like we always do, like I always do, because I am the cat boy, the best cat boy ever. There you go. Hey, before you go though. Hey, before you go. You're all beautiful. You're all important. If you're going through tough times, hang in there. If you're going through good times, cherish them. Thank you for watching my stream today, and have a wonderful weekend. Not me, you. You are the one who has a wonderful weekend. The wonderfulest of weekends. Goodbye. Bye.